Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. I'm your host Remon Azab, aka Remon with TeamSkunk, and I'm coming at you today with another character review. This one's a special one, guys. It's a long haul to get to your 7-star Darth Vader. It's a special day when you get to do that, and you guys are going to get to experience that with me here today. We're going to be doing a 7-star review of the Chosen One himself, Darth Vader of the Sith and Empire faction. What I've done is I've pulled up his statistics over here on SWGOH.gg. Then we're going to go into my character section. I'm going to 7-star my Vader, and then we're going to go ahead and take him into battle. I've had his abilities maxed out, Omega'd, he's geared up, he's modded, and we'll go over all that stuff in a moment. Let's go over to SWGOH.gg where Darth Vader is on screen. Darth Vader, fearsome attacker that applies AoE damage over time and crushes debuffed targets for extra turns. His base speed isn't that high. He has a large health pool, and he's one of the more powerful characters in the game. Now, Darth Vader's basic ability, Terrifying Swing, deal physical damage to target enemy with an 80% chance to inflict ability block for 1 turn. Jedi targets cannot evade or resist the effects of this attack. Now, his special attack, his AoE, is deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict speed down and 3 damage over time effects for 2 turns. So this is what gives him all that turn meter with the Palpatine lead. So if he's behind a Palpatine lead, once he does Force Crush, he will then, in most cases, get 100% turn meter and get to go again with this ability here, which does a ton of damage with negative status effects, and that's Culling Blade, his second special attack, which is deal physical damage to target enemy and dispels all negative status effects on them. This attack deals 50% more damage for each effect dispelled and grants 100% turn meter on a finishing blow. So, in effect, if Darth Vader gets to do his AoE attack and puts a whole bunch of dots on everyone, then gets to use his Culling Blade and actually eliminates a character with that ability, he then gets to go again and do his basic ability, which is really cool. Now, this is Darth Vader's leader ability, which isn't really often used, but it is a pretty cool ability. Empire allies gain 30% offense and have 25% chance to remove 10% turn meter when they damage an enemy. So this is a pretty cool ability. It's not really often used. I'd like to play around with it a little bit now that my Vader is going to be at 7 stars. I may try him out with a couple of different combinations. You know, I've got my Grand Moff Tarkin maxed out and a couple other guys in the Empire faction ready to go. So I'm just going to try a couple of different combos out. Not here on the video, but over time just to see if it works. But now, Vader is obviously the hardest character in the game to attain. He only is available through through achievements, and then through the Shard Shop, where you can occasionally find him periodically there. He is not available anywhere else to farm. From time to time, when they decide to give you shards for new achievements, like recently with the last update, they gave us achievements for completing the Cantina battles, which I had done way before, but I believe that they decided to start compensating, newer players for that as well. So they gave us a bunch of shards for Vader, which put me over the top to 7-star, which was great. I'd already been farming shards for him out of the Shard Shop because I was already pretty close. I believe around 94 shards of 100, and then I got a whole bunch more, so I'm at 111 over 100 now. So we're gonna actually have to put some Vader shards in the Shard Shop now, which is a really depressing thing to see. But okay, so now let's take a look at his gear here. Just as far as his gear is concerned, Vader is not the most impossible to gear, but he is also a tank character, so he gets a lot of the similar tank gear, like the thermal detonators. He gets the Carbantes. Let's take a look here. Yeah, he gets a thermal detonator here. I believe he needs. Let's take a look back here. Yeah, he needs an MK5 stun gun here at gear 8, but really not that difficult to gear. He only needs one piece of raid gear, which is the MK5 droid caller here. Other than that, it's all farmable gear, so that's pretty cool. Ultimately he's a really obviously iconic character, somebody that everybody wants to eventually attain in the game. and somebody I've been working for a long time. It's not really somebody I even consider a character on my roster because he was so far down the road I could not see the light at the end of the tunnel. But that day is today. So you guys are going to get to experience this with me right here. Let's go ahead and go over to my Vader. Let's take a look at him. Now, I have all of his abilities at Omega. So everything is maxed out. Let's take a look at his mods here real quick. So we have his offense mod here, which I've equipped with a speed secondary and some tenacity. I'm really just using some leftover mods that I had laying around, and these are not really the mods that ideally I would like to have on Vader, but over time I will make those adjustments. Now I gave him a 30 speed mod here with some critical chance. Then I gave him a 31.5% critical damage mod, which is a 4-dot, because it also had some increased potency on it and some more critical chance. And I just wanted to give him as much damage as possible for the moment. Now, with the cross mod here, I decided to go with potency. Obviously, he inflicts negative effects. We want him to inflict as many negative effects as possible. So that's great. With Omega, he actually, on top of the damage over time effect, also inflicts speed down. So that's definitely something you want to stick on all characters. So that's great. Now, let's go over to the protection mod here I chose with the 3 speed. Again, increase some offense, a little bit of protection. And I went with another mod that has protection and tenacity here. This one I already had leveled up, so it was just, in order to give him the crit chance set, I used that mod. Unfortunately, it's not containing any secondary speed stats on it, so I'm going to have to make some adjustments to these mods. But overall, for the purposes of this test and this review, these should be sufficient. Now, I've decided to go with crit chance and crit damage sets. You can go with some different sets for him. I mean, maybe some potency sets would be nice, or maybe some speed sets to speed him up because he's not necessarily fast. Right now, I believe I have him at 159 speed. He's a base of 121. He's at max gear right now, so that's as fast as he'd get with his base speed until you give him the mods. And with the mods I've equipped, we have a combined health and protection of around, let's see here, 56k, so that's pretty decent. And his physical damage is over here is not overwhelming, but again, with that culling blade and the AoE attack with the increased damage percentage, he just does a ton of damage with that culling blade. So we're going to get a chance to take a look at that. So let's go on over to Vader himself and promote him to 7 stars right here for you guys on the video. Oh, isn't that nice? You only get to promote your Vader to 7 stars once. That's cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and take him into battle. First, we're going to go into Galactic Wars. I'm just going to go over his abilities here. Let me take these chumps out, and we're going to go with Emperor Lead, Vader. We're going to use Shore Trooper. We'll use Tarkin. And we will use Magma Trooper. That sounds about right. Alright, so let's go ahead into battle here. So, first, we should get a chance to go with Palpatine here. I'm going to go ahead and stun everyone. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and take... Oh, Palpatine gets to go again, so we're going to go ahead and take somebody out here. Let's do a basic over here with Shore Trooper. Now we're going to use Vader's AoE attack here. You can see all the dots. That was Force Crush. Now we're going to use his second special ability here, Culling Blade, on Geonosian Soldier, and let's just see how much damage we do here. We have 3 dots on him, and he gets 50% more damage for each effect dispelled, and there's 5 effects there. So let's see how much damage this does. It was okay. We're going to take him into another battle, so we'll see what that looks like in another battle here. All right, and then we're just going to wipe the table clean here with Magma Trooper. Oh, not quite. Magma Trooper is not that dangerous. Okay, so let's go on to the next battle here. Some more Vader. So he's going to be on cooldown now, but we should be able to get some attacks in here. Now let's take a look. Oh, we're facing another Vader. Well, let's do this ability block on him so he doesn't get to do his AoE. And then we'll go for SWGOH Press here. Now we're going to use Tarkin's intimidation tactics, which will place negative effects on the opposite team. Speed down. Or offense down, sorry. Okay. Now we're going to do a basic here to Kylo Ren. Now we're going to give everybody crit chance immunity here with Short Trooper. And then we're going to do another basic here to Vader with Palpatine. We'll do another basic here to Sidious with Magma Trooper. Okay. That Short Trooper is really cool. I've been using him in Arena. He's been very, very helpful. He's not quite ready to be super dominant yet. Got to get his speed up a little bit. Of course, want to get him to 7 stars, but you know, he's pretty good. Let's do that again. I just want to get Vader to go here. Looks like we're going to have to just go ahead and just wipe these guys out here so we can get to the next battle. Yeah. That's the trouble with these early Galactic War battles. You never really get to have a long sustained match to really show what the character can do, but it's also great because you get to show all the abilities. It's a lot easier to get through the battles and use what you want to use. But let's go into one more battle here in Galactic War, and I'll use him one more time. Now we're going to go for Rey here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead with the stun on everybody. Oh. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do this. AoE, look at all the dots. And again, we're going to use Culling Blade here on Rey, and maybe we can take her out. Wow, dodged. That's so disappointing. Okay, AoE turn meter reduction there with Magma Trooper worked out. Let's go ahead and continue to work on Rey. Okay. We're going to use an AoE stun again. Take out old Ben here. Let's see if we can take out Geonosian Soldier, and we do 4K there. Okay, so again, he's not the most overwhelming with damage, but the turn meter that he gets from negative effects is a great ability. He works well behind a Palpatine lead. He's definitely got a place, I think, in Arena coming up. If you can increase his speed and maybe give him some increase to damage, if you work with some of the newer characters that are coming out, like Short Trooper, maybe when TIE Fighter Pilot's ready for everybody to have him, he may be a viable character. But Darth Vader's definitely got a special place in all of our hearts, and you know, the day you get the 7-star was a special day. I'm glad I was able to share that with you guys. What I want to do before we end this, though, is just go ahead and try him one time in arena and see what we can do. Let's go ahead and take him in against Sean here. We're going to go ahead and pull what I have in arena right now, and I'm going to use Palpatine lead here with Vader, and then we're going to use let's take Shore Trooper out, and then we'll use Wigs, right? Try that out. I did that on my last video and it worked out pretty well. Not sure how it's going to work out this time, but let's give it a shot. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to eliminate their Palpatine. Vader does have a lot of HP though, so I mean he can withstand, or he can sustain, you know, definitely some long matches. But all right, let's go for the AOE stun here with Palpatine. We stun them all. That's great. Now I'm going to continue to work on Sunfac here. We have no choice. Let's dispel Sunfac's taunt. Now we're going to use Force Crush here by Vader. Great. Tons of negative effects. I think we're going to go for Anakin here because we just want to get him off the table. So we're going to use Culling Blade here on Anakin. I've been able to get a crit on that. Okay, so let's go after Rex here. Continue to work on him. Now we're going to throw our taunt up here with Sunfac. Just take Rex out of the game here. And we're just going to eliminate Qui-Gon Jinn here. Alright, so now it's just Sunfac. So let's take him out. I'm going to throw it on auto here just to get this done. And we'll just do this. And that's that. But anyway, guys, thanks for taking the adventure here with me today. I'm glad you guys were able to share it with me. Always available if you guys ever want to contact me. Just like I said, as always, come over to teamskunk.com, follow the instructions over into our Discord. If you guys didn't get a chance to check out the live stream on Friday, we have the video on lordskunk.com. You can take a look at it there. Again, as I come closer to the event next week, when I go to California, I'll give you guys any updates I have on that. But as always, I wish you guys the best and have a great weekend. May the Force be with you. I'll see you on the next one.